Hello, Sagittarius, people in placements. Let's dive into this reading. Thank you for being here. Sagittarius, messages. Oh, Lord, that was definitive apocalypsis, which makes sense. We're in that in-between state. Let's start with that one, though. Between this year and the next. You might feel like you have to reform or reevaluate something. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so just when you thought you had it out, they pulled me back in, right? So just when you think that it's never going to come, it does come. 215, let's see. This could be a Scorpio energy here as well, death, rebirth energy, something about manifesting, coming into greater soul alignment. Removing the veil of deception. Yeah, apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time. We've just had the moon square Chiron today, so that's to be expected. But then later on, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, which can help us kind of get a more innovative solution regarding our self-value, our self-esteem, what we value, our savings, our money. One that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously. So apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is lifting of the veil. That means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. So in every death is an automatic birth. The opposite of life is birth. There is no opposite of life. It's immortal, right? Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire, devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts, and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. On the light side, I'm getting the Benjamin Button movie. I don't know if that helps, but I feel like at the end of the movie, he was traveling a lot. Like he went to India or something. So maybe there's something about a trip or having to go on a mental journey as well, spiritually. On the light side, the unknown becomes the known and guides the way. On the dark side, nihilism, fatalism, and hopelessness. So definitely, I don't think you're in that. I don't feel this is very dark for you, actually. I'm really called to these lights in all the four corners. There's some kind of protective element. These could be spirits that are actually, this is almost like a rescue operation. It's like the helicopters dropping down, picking up the body, and lifting them up to the hospital, right? So go deeper, Michael needs. So this could be like Angel Michael. Why the world doesn't end, and the movie This Is the End. Interesting. This card has a strong relationship to Alethea. If both cards appear in the reading, you've got some real uncovering to do. Take heed. There's something reptilian about this, or fishy here. Maybe there was something fishy. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis, from big global eyes to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. But brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. So this is kind of like an external kind of vibe it's almost giving. But let's grab you an angel for the Sages today. Most important vital messages for Sagittarius. We've got words of abundance. So you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words like I'm so healthy, I'm healing. A lot of affirmations. We have that new moon still giving us energy, so it's great. It's building. Whatever you think about right now will manifest. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving, optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. You could also be doing scripting exercises, scripting manifestation. You can look that up on YouTube, but basically you just script out what you expect to happen, and it's a good exercise. Why not? So let's grab some juicier messages. Messages for Sagittarius today. Thank you. Sagittarius people in placements. Thank you. Sagittarius energy. Let's see what we've got. Quite a few, eh? We have the movie here, Natural Born Killers. That was kind of in the reverse. So that movie was showing kind of a really kind of, I guess they were lovers, but it was a very toxic dynamic. They go to jail eventually. It's Woody Harrelson and his partner, I forget her name. But anyways, fighter jet in past positions. So maybe you felt like you had to do some outmaneuvering. It's giving the dogfight, right, from that Tom Cruise movie Maverick. So maybe there's a need to be very maverick. I feel Mavericks are really are quite a Sagittarian archetype. Greater enlightenment. Yeah, in the past, this was in the reverse. So it's like you're coming into greater enlightenment from the past. Let's see. Ignore negative people. Interesting. Maybe you were doing this, but I feel like you were kind of trying to brush the problem under the rug. And I feel like this has kind of had to be unearthed now. And you're kind of just facing your fears head on and dealing with them so that they don't kind of just linger, right? Peaceful self-regulation. This could be you, establishing better boundaries or dynamics or whatever. Ukobak could have been a demon or spirit that had themes relating to the past in this reading. I'm not sure. kind of coming out sideways now. Expect the unexpected. So maybe something unexpected happened that kind of shook you out of something, perhaps, or I don't want to rush. Yeah, that could be you, or they could be suggesting this with you, especially if you're looking to manifest something. Like, don't be careful what you're manifesting. Be careful what you wish for, right? Yeah, it's kind of like all those fables, you know, of the genie, and you're asking for something and then you get it and you realize, oh, this was actually not a good thing for me to get, or something, or like there was a lot of caveats, right? Release your ex here, and then we have jump on the chariot and go forward in the most future right position. So this is something about taking the horns. You could be kind of taking the reins, really balancing the light and dark here as well. But let's grab some tarot. Actually, I'm being called to this deck. Sagittarius, people and placements. Most important vital messages. Thank you. Sagittarius. Oh, Lord. Farm and medicine man or woman. I think Pisces got these cards. You could have been dealing with them. There's something about like using music, or music is the answer to like elevate or spiritually connect as well, gain some grounding. Especially if there's been some kind of like talk about the kind of fruitfulness of a connection in your life, like a relationship or something like that. Let's grab an Egyptian. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Thank you. Maybe you're understanding like reincarnation, enlightening. Yeah, just as I say that right on top of the baby there. Like how reincarnation works. You can check out Claire Nakati's by Rani Nakshatra video series. That's kind of the Nakshatra that rules literally reincarnation, when the form takes physical form after death again. So she makes some great videos on that, so definitely check it out. We're going to grab a piece of advice for Sagittarius' most important vital advice, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you so much. Okay, breathe. I think somebody else got this. Oh, new life. Wow, this is a lot like Taurus's, I think. That's really interesting. Anything else for Sagittarius? Like, I think literally Taurus got this yesterday, which is funny. In between worlds. Interesting. Sagittarius, messages for Sagittarius, people and placements. Oh, Lord. Self-care. Interesting. It's giving like Winona Ryder, Stranger Things, with all her little Christmas lights, communicating with the other realms. Let's see. Maybe you notice the lights are flickering in response to any kind of thoughts. They can hear your thoughts, so they can confirm and communicate that way. That's why they did tapping as a way to communicate. I'm not saying open the gateways to seance and mediumship. Be careful, have protection. You need to be very careful on who you're talking to, just like any form of communication online or otherwise. You know, be careful, make sure that your information is encrypted, only going to that one source, right? So balance and priorities. If not me, then who? To tend to the wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse, a heart that's nearer than any other. So really focusing on yourself and your finances. Taking time for self-care is more than just baths, candles, cups of tea. There are many ways to embrace self-care. You may need to nurture social self-care by spending more time with family or loved ones. You may need to engage in more creative self-care by allowing yourself to make a mess and opening yourself up to creative expression. You may need to nourish your self-care, career self-care, by taking a class or cleaning out old files. The most important thing is maintaining a balance across all areas of your life. Examine the areas of your life that have been neglected by exploring other cards in the reading or pulling additional cards for clarity. So maybe there was some kind of confusion regarding relationships or contracts or businesses, people in general. What have you ignored in favor of something else? And what can you do today to pay more attention to this area? Do not take these things for granted. You never know when it'll be the last time you get a chance to spend with someone. You may think some things are here forever, only to find these situations, people, and connections and opportunities have slipped you by in neglect. Not only that, but by not tending to all areas of your life, you may find that you have felt incomplete. There isn't any one part of life that can create complete happiness on its own. Maybe mistletoe berries could be relevant here. This could be a family member as well. Somebody you're dating, perhaps. Let's grab some tarot to clarify what we're seeing here. Sagittarius. There could have been like an argument as well here. Yeah, you could have been feeling trapped in your head regarding something. Yeah, now you're beginning to see clearly. Sagittarius, people and placements. Yeah, this could have been something unjust, maybe a situation, a relationship contract that could have been unfair. There could have been bad timing in this situation. You just didn't feel very fortunate in it, perhaps. Something could have happened unexpectedly as well. Tell us more, Sag. Something to do with a Gemini or making a decision as well. Maybe something's incomplete. There's a lack of closure here. Sagittarius. Yeah, something's being revealed to you, giving similar energy to Taurus slightly. Like they were coming out of some kind of like, I mean, not exactly, not at all, but you know, coming out of your shell could be relevant as well. You could have a success in doing that, but you could be staying attached to a situation, perhaps that there's a lack of commitment involving. We're going to pull some last juicy messages for Sagittarius' people and placements. Thank you. Eastern European, somebody here could be Eastern European. Mad because you keep to yourself. So maybe this is you pulling away from things that don't make you happy. Light language / angelic beings. So you could be working with these, especially in your moment of self-care, like Winona Ryder holds those Christmas lights to communicate with the other side, right? That could be you kind of vibes. Hecate could be relevant, the spirit of that here, definitely. The goddess of transitions, of lily padding. She used to be in Egypt, the frog-headed goddess, or Hecate, right? So she rules that kind of liminal realm, jumping from one reality to another. Frogs are also representing the transformation process, and it's a more easy transformation, and they also represent wealth and support from the spirits, I would say. You can definitely search up the frog spirit animal meeting. That's interesting. Maybe you're meeting with the spiritual team, spiritual animals. You could have a connection even after they're passed on. Keep holding back from the wrong people. Interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end that here. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. It's very motivational to get likes and subscriptions. Thank you. And if you want a personal, you can use the Buy Me a Coffee link. I'll send you a private unlisted link through there. And if you want to leave a tip, you can do so through there as well. Okay, happy holidays. Take care of yourself. Blessed be.